Yes, sir. Yeah.
So folks, good morning and welcome. This is LNTV Live. We are coming to you right before Criminal Court C at the Temple of Justice, where former finance and development planning minister Samuel Tweh and all of them here for conference, and they are now leaving the court along with his lawyer, Counsel Arthur Johnson. So we are here making sure to bring this to happen. So here go the finance.
We convene a pre-trial conference on the next Wednesday. At the pre-trial conference, the specific date for trial will be stated.
Is it that the case is started over?
Oh no, but we haven't started this case at all. What we've been doing are things that are preliminary to trial. For example, we've challenged the bond. We had to go upstairs. We challenged things that were happening in the court that we felt were prejudicial to our cause, and so we had to go upstairs. The actual trial will commence after the pre-trial conference. The pre-trial conference basically to share with the other side the species of evidence we have.
Counsel, will the trial commence in this term?
What new?
New?
Because you go through the first pre-trial.
No, we've never had pre-trial conference before. This is the only pre-trial conference we've had as of yet, and we will reconvene because the defense wants to examine the documents. So we'll reconvene on next Wednesday in pre-trial conference.
Counsel, will the case commence in this court term?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. A judge has been assigned for the specific purpose, so there's no more delay.
Counsel, what led to the change of judge?
The pleadings are there. That's public records. You can secure it from the Supreme Court.
You could just tell our audience, just 1 to 3 minutes.
That's a whole long writing, Chief.
Just
you can save me that, but we asked for the judge to recuse himself.
Yes, Counsel,
the causes stated in the pleading.
Okay.
I will not say it off here because I don't want to be wrong on anything. You, the media, you will want exactitude of the facts. So refer to the file, please.
Counsel, as a county attorney for Maserado, this is one of the bigger cases that you are presiding over. What Liberians you expect from this case?
Liberians?
Yes.
Okay, a system where justice and fair play will be considered, and just decisions will be made on the evidence. Thank you.
Okay, Councillor Scott, thank you so much. So he is Councillor Ricky Scott. He is the county attorney for Maserado County. So folks, this is LNTV. We are coming to you live from the Temple of Justice in Monrovia. I'm here along with Fabien Kuya, who is the director for new media, and we will be having a conversation. So in a moment from now, we will be having a conversation with Fabien Kuya, who is a son here at the Temple of Justice in Monrovia. But when you look right before the Temple of Justice, it is written, "Let justice be done to all men." A few minutes ago, we were having a chit-chat with the county attorney for Maserado County. He has given Liberians the assurance of dispensing justice in this case, but also you have a new Judge Roosevelt Willie of Criminal A at Temple of Justice. But we are awaiting Fabien Kuya, who will come to have a chit chat in relation to this particular case. But we are here from the grounds of the Temple of Justice in Monrovia. Like I said earlier, a brief conference was held between lawyer representing Samuel Tweh and all of Samuel Tweh is the former Finance and Development Planning Minister of the Republic of Liberia, and you also have Councillor Tweh and others who were brought to court for corruption. The case is currently before criminal proceed at the Temple of Justice. Earlier on, when this case began, you have Judge Blamo Dixon, who was presiding over this case for the Montserrat County Attorney, headed by Councillor Richard Scott, wrote the High Court, the Supreme Court of Liberia, for a change of judge, which is allowed on our jurisprudence in the Republic of Liberia, and also change of venue is also allowed as well. So I mean, yeah, it was based on that the Supreme Court of Liberia, have to change Judge Blamo Dixon and bring on Judge Roosevelt Willie. And in fact, Judge Blamo Dixon and Samuel Tweh are somehow related. So it was based on that Judge Roosevelt Willie of Criminal Court A at the Temple of Justice was brought on to continue with that case. And earlier this morning, we have Councillor Richard Scott. Councillor Richard Scott is a county attorney for Montserrat County. Councillor Arthur Johnson is also the lead lawyer of Samuel Tweh and others who are currently at the Criminal Court C Temple of Justice for corruption. So in a moment from now, in a few minutes, we will be having a conversation with Fabian Tweh, who is assigned here at the Temple of Justice. Fabian, good morning and
good
welcome.
Morning, welcome and thank you.
And minutes ago, we saw former Finance and Development Planning Minister Samuel Tweh and his lawyer coming from Criminal Court C at the Temple of Justice. Could you bring us to speed what happened in the court?
Well, the appearance today at Criminal Court C was a result of communication sent from the Chief Justice mandating Criminal Court A Judge Roosevelt Willie to take over the matter, because initially prosecution filed a motion before the Justice in Chambers on grounds that they didn't like the way Judge Blamo Dixon proceeded in the case, and so they needed to have him out of it, and so they went into the matter, and that was ruled by the presiding justice in Chambers, basically ordering him to recuse himself from the case. And so last week in open court, Judge Blamo Dixon read his own recusal note, which of course I was seated, and he said based on the mandate from the associate justice in Chambers, he's recusing himself from the court. But what's going to happen is that to where he stopped there, Judge Roosevelt Willie will pick up from, because others are confused and thinking that the case is starting over. No, it's not starting over. In fact, the case hasn't started yet, though they pleaded not guilty to the charges levied against them. But once Judge Willie has taken over, and then he's going to start from where he fully ended. So today was a pre-trial conference. That, of course, journalists weren't allowed in the judges' chambers, and you heard what the county attorney mentioned concerning the pre-trial conference today.
I mean, Fabian, will this case be tried this court term?
I'm sure once the mandate was sent down by the Chief Justice, it will be tried this court term. Trust me on that, because court had just opened on Monday, 2 days ago, the criminal court's open, and I'm sure this case will be on the docket. Okay. Is
there any other thing you want to tell our audience before we take leave of you?
Well, as usual, this is the court ground, and there are so many cases every day we hear from the court here, and we've been waiting around for early morning hours concerning the Chinese national that allegedly wasted hot oil on somebody he accused of, a boy he accused of stealing solar panels, and that boy was malhandled and maltreated. And so we are waiting. If he's at Central, we are waiting for him to be brought to court, and whatever the case is, we will do the follow-up on that story.
I mean, could you describe the appearance of the former finance minister today?
As usual, when Tweh is entering a court, sometimes when he sees a lot of people around, he usually wears a dark shades, but he's always in that kind of a mood that doesn't depict sadness. He always enters the court with vigorous, with some vigor rather. And so you saw that today. Initially, when he was coming, when he wanted to have him captured, he wore his shades and went running up in the court. And sometimes you always notice that when he's coming out of the court, you always have people shielding him, but notwithstanding, he's always been caught on camera. So his physical attributes doesn't depict or don't depict that. Maybe probably he's worried. But however, that's a case, and once they have pleaded not guilty to all the charges levied against them, the burden of proof lies on the state to prove them beyond all reasonable doubts.
Okay. Thank you so much, Fabien. So that was Fabien Tweh. She is a son here at the Temple of Justice in Monrovia. So folks, thank you so much again for following EOBC in the LNTV Live. We have been here bringing you updates from the grounds of the Temple of Justice in Monrovia with the case involving former finance ministers and 4 others along with the Republic of Liberia. So thank you again. Keep following LNTV. We'll keep bringing you unfolding as it happened here in Liberia. Eram Talu, Fabien Tweh, we are here making sure that we bring you happiness from the grounds of the Temple of Justice in Monrovia. The arrival of Chief Justice Samuel and all of the Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of Liberia. Thank you so much.